A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game. Happy Monday, everyone! This evening, we bring you the NBA on 2K Sports. Hello, basketball fans. Brian Anderson here, courtside with Doris Burke and Grant Hill. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. Down low, it'll be the tenacious pair of Butler and Draymond. Moody is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Santos in at the 3. And while they struggle to win games, the Wizards are focused on achieving what they call smaller wins, Doris.
Yeah, I think this is an incredibly smart approach for this reason. You do not have enough yet talent and experience combined to win in the NBA. So you have to look for the positives as you try to develop your program, which means draft well. Player development is absolutely critical, and your ability to celebrate those smaller wins means you're making progress.
And that one's good. Coulibaly.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Just magnificent. I mean, he punishes the D for lackluster effort.
They look a little disorganized there. The result is an emphatic jam.
Yeah, sometimes aggression can overcome certain offensive limitations. You saw it right there.
And I'll tell you what, this is a guy who doesn't take a break at all on the boards.
Man, doing serious work. He likes being an anchor on the glass.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Brian Keefe and I were able to chat. I asked him about keys to the game, and he said all roads lead to Steph Curry, in particular, his movement off ball. Coach said even when you try to switch, he finds little pockets of space, then he uses that quick trigger to beat closeouts. It's never an easy matchup. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Well, when you think about all the miles Jimmy Butler has on his legs now, how many more does he have left, Grant?
Well, he's been shouldering the load for a long time, but what separates him from the pack is his sheer will and his IQ. So he might just surprise us a little.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. And last season, the Warriors had their most success playing a small ball lineup, Grant.
Well, they more than held their own on the backboards in defending the paint, but you knew they'd look to add some size this summer.
So they take the lead. Butler's got 5 now.
That's the tenacity of Jimmy Butler, just putting in work in close range.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Finished off by Davis.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Here's Butler. It's rebounded by Washington.
Most defenses want to protect the paint first. Great job there.
Young from long range. Davis. Great positioning on the putback.
And you really can't sleep on Davis's length, especially on the offensive glass.
Shot is good by Curry. Curry's got his second bucket on the night.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Young, the pass to George. Well, Grant, this is the 3rd season under this front office for the Wizards.
And bringing experience from years working for the Oklahoma City Thunder, their commitment level to building the right way is rock solid.
And Grant, Stephen Curry said his goal was to play meaningful basketball games. With the arrival of Jimmy Butler, that proved to be the case.
Yeah, the Warriors have been looking to get Steph some help. The fit with Jimmy was questioned, but it's worked out better than most people expected.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Horford comes in for Butler. Hayden's checked in for Santos. And it's Melton in for Moody. Pass to Riley. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
He's showing us the handles a little bit right there. All the way to the rack.
And with the statement finish, too. Don't know how you stop that, man. And here's Horford for 3. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Al Horford's shot is just so pretty. Doesn't get a ton of lift, but boy, is he accurate.
Curry against Young. Kicks it to George. Releases. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Young's got 4 assists now tonight.
Oh, neither of these teams can miss. At the same time, neither is playing a ton of defense either.
Now here's Curry. 5 points in the game. And a missed layup.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Pass to Sarr. Here's Young. Let's go with a 3. Sinks the tray.
Yeah, Trae Young can change the course of a game with his outside shooting.
Curry against George. And here's Horford for 3. And his first miss of the night. Now 2 of 3. Pass to Young. There's the 3. He can't hit that time. Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. It's Washington up by 5. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Carlton Carrington out there with Johnson. Then it's Anthony Davis, and it's Riley in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. Here's Riley. Pass to Carrington. Now Davis. Melton covers. Davis. That's good. Davis has got his 3rd basket on the night right there. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about the upcoming 2026 draft class, but quietly, some scouts voicing early concern about the quality of prospects in the class of 27. Now, there's still time for players to emerge, but expect this to impact the way teams value those picks.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Shams, thank you for the report. Now, here's Davis. 5-point lead, biggest of the game. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Here's Horford, outside Podziemski. The 3-ball, and the 3-pointer goes.
Al Horford is such a tremendous passer as a big man. Wow, does he get work done offensively.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Trae Young, he's checked in for Washington. Dayton's checked in for the Warriors. Stephen Curry comes in for Melton. Young on the run, and he converts the layup. Young's got 5 now.
Nice work inside from Young. Not afraid of trying his luck down there.
All right, Grant, when we talk about the range Trae Young possesses, just how dangerous can this guy be?
Well, when he's on, he's a nightmare matchup for defenses. Once he crosses half court, he's a threat to score, which in turn really helps open up the floor for everyone else on his team.
Davis can't hit. Golden State has gone 4 of 6 from 3-point range thus far. What a finish from Porzingis.
Boy, what a display of toughness from Kristaps Porzingis. He's a rock down low.
Johnson passes to Young. From the arc. Connects from downtown. Young's got 5 points now in the quarter.
A guy like this, with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
Curry with it, and Davis picks him up defensively. Inside, Porzingis. Porzingis punishing inside.
Kristaps Porzingis, with that release point and that size, difficult to check in the painted area.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Stephen Curry is nearing the finish line. He said every year there's some new style, new energy coming through that challenges you. And seeing these young dudes come up and understanding how much talent there is, this is not going to be around forever. So enjoy every moment of it. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Allie. A minute 31 left in the first half. To the inside. Oh, the power! Anthony Davis.
Yeah, this is how powerful Davis is. Awesome at capitalizing with the dunk.
And the Warriors make some changes. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Santos comes in for Payton. And Moody is subbed in for Podziemski. Curry's shot is off. And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for Washington. 1:10 left in the half. Puts the move on. There's the drive.
7'6" wingspan, sending it back. Kristaps Porzingis with the rejection.
It's good.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Now here's Young. Give him 8 points now. Back to George. Outside Coulibaly. 6 to shoot. Here's Carrington. He buries it from 3. Carrington's got his first 3 points of the game. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
Moody from outside. Ooh, the smooth 3 from Moody.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Now here's Carrington. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. And they'll get another chance. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Warriors ahead, leading by just 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Without question, Jimmy Butler displaying his skills today.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
The Warriors leading, and the Wizards last season with the worst record in the Eastern Conference. Grant second in losses only to Utah.
Yeah, B.A., the course is clear. Development and youth. The losses can be tough to stomach, but they do have some intriguing up-and-coming players.
Kicking off the second half, here's Steve Kerr's 5. Down low, it'll be the tenacious pair of Butler and Draymond. Stephen Curry is out there with Moses Moody. And it's Santos in at the 3. Pass to Davis. Now here's George. Shot from 16, and it's Washington with another.
Great to see players still working the in-between areas. There wasn't much resistance defensively.
Stolen by Young. Here's Sarr. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Sarr's got 6.
Just bouncing off contact. Sarr, man, 2 points the hard way.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a 3-point opportunity here. 1 free throw coming up. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
First team foul. At the line for the Warriors.
Free throw no good for Green.
I don't think you can help but admire what Draymond Green brings to the floor on a night-by-night basis. This guy plays with a giant chip, and he wants his teammates to come with him.
Now here's Green. Butler finds Curry. Outside Moody. Launches it. Knocks down the triple. Moody's got his second basket.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Young with it. He's covered by Curry. Nifty stuff from Trae Young.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Curry surveys. Pass to Santos. Outside Moody. And here's Curry. There's the triple. And it's Coulibaly with a rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Getting better at finding ways to draw fouls. Young just daring the D to get physical.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. And both free throws good for Young. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
He recognized his players were fatigued and needed time to catch their breath.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Here's Curry. Curry just carves up the D inside.
Boy, such creativity. Even when the defense is on him, Steph Curry will find a way.
No doubt, Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special, Grant.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. This is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court.
Yeah, there is an art to working for the best shot available, and that right there is it.
Davis with a screen on Curry. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
That's on Jimmy Butler.
You can't let Davis get established positioning inside. If he does, you have to foul him.
So both teams changing it up here. That one's no good. The Warriors lead by 5. And here's Butler outside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got his 6th assist of the night. The Wizards have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Here's Riley. Takes the 3. And it's cleared by Stephen Curry. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. Again, the Warriors score.
Well, what a wonderful distribution from Al Horford. This guy's truly unselfish. Any team would love to have him.
Johnson passes to Young. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. Curry finds Butler. There's 45 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. The Wizards trail by 10. Here's Riley. Outside Young. 4-3. Horford pulls it in. Outside for Butler. The 3. Up again. Podziemski. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass getting it done.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Curry gets the bucket.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. We'll be right back with you shortly. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. We've got Anthony Davis. Johnson is out there with Carlton Carrington. And it's Riley in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
Pass to Riley. Up top, Davis. Over Butler. Oh, Davis feasting inside.
Yeah, between his length and touch, Davis is the perfect interior player.
Down low. Here's Butler. Rebound by the Wizards. Davis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Johnson inside. Melton covers. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit.
Yeah, for a young wing like Johnson, scoring inside will open up the rest of the floor for you.
Washington making some changes. Reese comes in for Vukcevic, and it's Trae Young in for Carrington. Curry, he's checked in for the Warriors. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team, and Coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose and they make a few shots in a row, then this is a ball game again. Do not let that happen, he implored. Guys.
And Allie, thanks. And he gets the bucket.
Yeah, he can light up the stat sheet. Young really putting on a clinic.
Melton on the wing, launches a three. Davis with a rebound. Wizards trail by 9. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Here's Young. Off the mark with a little step back, Jay. The Warriors have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now.
Boy, nice pass, a little ball movement, a little player movement. That's how you play this game.
And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here.
Substitution on the court.
And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for Washington. Here's Davis from deep. Oh, he can't hit it. Now Porzingis. Oh, touches it off the glass.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing.
Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. And here's Melton. Yes, sir, with the three.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And the Warriors make some changes. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Porzingis. Santos comes in for Melton. And Moody is subbed in for Podziemski. Stephen Curry! Davis pulls it down. Wizards trail by 16. Sarr down low, working on Green. Count it!
You know, Sarr established himself in the paint and took advantage of what they gave him.
The Warriors have gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Oh, it drops in!
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Oh, the lethal free ball of Young!
It's great to see Young working off the ball. He's got the skill set to flourish in that kind of action.
Curry, here's Green. Butler outside, beyond the arc. Money from 3!
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Warriors.
It's impressive how the reserve players stepped up and delivered in this one.
They didn't just help out. They made a big impact and really secured the win for their team.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Stephen Curry.
You look forward to playing with someone who doesn't just move the ball, but moves it with a purpose. Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Outside Curry. Up and in on the layup. And the Warriors lead by 20.
And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
And the Warriors with possession. They're on an 18-7 run. And here's Curry for 3. Drains the triple.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Jimmy, let's talk about defense. What clicked for you?
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. We'll see you next time.